Hello, welcome back to the Locker Room Podcast. My name is Ishan, and I've got Tunde to my right and Sundeep opposite me. Like, subscribe, and I'm done for today. That is my introduction.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Locker Room
Podcast. No. I'm editing this, so mine's in control of everything.
Alright, cool.
So now let's talk about what we're going to talk about, innit? So, and also you got to check the Spotify and the rest of it, and this, that, and the other. This is my intro. Fuck them. But what?
Can we just put some structure in the intro?
There is structure, bro.
There was none.
I guarantee you, yeah. Anybody watching it.
I got an Instagram audio call. No, man's not at Wembley anymore, bro. Man left.
You left?
Yeah, bro.
What side were you on?
Opposite. I was on the opposite side of the tunnel, bro. Man was block 118.
Oh, you see Arsenal, fam? What? Boy, man said he went to 8 minutes, bro.
Yeah, rightly so.
Bro, he went to 8 minutes, bro.
Rightly so, bro.
Bro, but you know what happened before? You see Ramsdale, bro?
Yeah.
Bro, I don't know who shot him yet, bro, but Donny went for his legs, bro, and he saved him.
Oh, Phil Foden.
Bro, you see that, fam? It would have been 2-0, bro. Game over, fam.
Nah, G.
It went to 8 minutes, bro.
Yeah, and we won.
And then Arteta got on 2 guys, bro. The guy who scored it as some next black guy, bro. He took off Martinelli, bro. He took off right.
Yeah. He put on Nketiah and Trossard.
So some next black guy he's talking about Nketiah.
Wait, why were you at the ground?
You got injured. I saw when you got injured, bro.
Yeah.
And obviously, Arsenal had the ball for bare long. Like, the ref bust there bare more time, bro. Word.
Wait, are you
They
at...
sent him the throw-in. They sent him all the way down. Deflection, bro. It goes in, bro.
Wait, were you supporting Man City, bro?
Huh?
Were you
Arsenal, bro. Bro, Arsenal.
Fairs.
No, wait, Arsenal.
But man's recording a podcast, bro, so man will chat in a bit.
But yeah, we're going to jump straight into it because we've been sat here for years now. So, guys, the Premier League preview. Where do we want to start? Obviously, let's talk about the teams that got promoted first.
No.
We
We
don't-
don't start with the Community Shield.
Okay, yeah, good point, actually. Let's talk about the present and what's just happened today. So, obviously,
What has just happened?
Arsenal
have beaten Man
Yeah.
City in the Community Shield. It was a friendly game. It is what it is. Brief overview. We were scared. They were scared. Too much respect was paid. Didn't take much of it. Man City didn't have their full strength squad out. We kind of did, kind of didn't. One thing I think we still need a clinical striker. It's gonna be a very interesting season, I think. Now.
Bro's just waffling.
Yeah.
Wait,
He's waffling but talking a bit of sense.
No, because if you ask me, yeah, like I think from a neutral point of view, it was a pretty shit game
Yeah,
to
it was
watch.
a boring game to
But from a
watch.
tactical insight, it was very good. Like in terms of me watching certain players I want to watch,
Yeah.
how they. So I thought Timber had a very good game.
Yeah, I enjoyed it because it had...
Timber had a really good game.
Ben White-
Saliba had an amazing game.
Saliba had an amazing game. Ben White, I think, locked down Grealish when he came
Yeah.
on. I think Partey showed why he's such an important figure in our team.
Mm-hmm.
Even
Saka,
Odegaard, bro.
Martinelli, yeah, like so. That's not to say. So
Odegaard
we're showing signs of a very good team.
Signs of development, basically.
Because we went toe-to-toe with Man City, we locked off Haaland,
Yeah.
and we're showing that we can go thingy, but at the end of the day, I'm taking it with a pinch of salt. It's Community Shield. Man, they have lost 3 at the trot now, so
Yeah.
for me, it's not a big deal. The big thing is next week, when the season starts, you have to get to a good start with person not even for us at home. So it is what it is, man.
Mm-hmm.
Man enjoyed the trophy, man enjoyed the day out, great day out. Do it every single day of the week if I could.
Yeah. But yeah, like Sundeep said, it is obviously a Community Shield. It's taken with a pinch of salt. Obviously, we know what happened last season with the Community Shield. I was dead set on us winning the league after I saw it, and then we know what happens. Pep Guardiola said it himself in an interview today. He was like, yeah, we lost 3 on the trot. Why we lost 3 on the trot? Because we won 3 Premier Leagues to get there in the first place, right? So we know Community Shield doesn't mean too much, but it's nice to see some football and some competitive football.
Bro,
it feels like it's been a while, right?
It felt so good to
Yeah.
be back in the stadium.
It feels like it's been a long time. Obviously, it was at Wembley as well, so it feels like a big game. And let's face it, no one wants to go into Community Shield and lose.
Oh, bro.
Obviously, City players probably won't care about it as much as that. Arteta seemed like he cared a lot. About it. If you saw his reaction to the goal.
The thing is also, like, I'm here with the, like, you know, the new, like, stoppage time rules. The new,
the whole World Cup stoppage
the
time
new
rules,
yellow
yeah.
card rules.
Which quite literally was what helped you in this game because
Yeah.
it was 8 minutes added time. You scored in probably the 109th, 110th. It went on.
Yeah.
It went on for a while, that game. It was literally, I think it was 110 minutes.
How do you feel though?
Oh, sorry, 100 minutes, not 110
Even
minutes.
though it's like basically a last minute equaliser.
Yeah.
How do you feel that basically the whole match it wasn't that thing?
Because I went into it like, cool, it's a cup final, community shield.
Yeah.
Like I wanted to go win it, but for me it was a day out with the guys to
Yeah.
reunite with all the Arsenal boys, have a good day out. Like
Just watch some football again.
exactly,
basically.
like half the time I wasn't even watching football, I was just having a good time.
Yeah.
So like
That's what football's about, man.
exactly like
Not watching the football.
I haven't watched any of the, like I'll be honest, I haven't watched any of the preseason games. I watched highlights and that, so
Yeah.
man's not really into.
So Sundeep's got a very strong opinion on pre-season games.
I really don't actually like preseason. It doesn't mean much to me.
Yeah.
So for me, I just wanted to see how we. Basically, the main thing is I want to see how we went with City. Like psychologically, if we crumbled, which we didn't. How we dealt with them, because like we lost to them 3 times
It was
already.
less about City itself. It was more about
How good Arsenal were, less about how.
No, it was more.
Well,
no,
City
for
performed.
me, it was all about their signings.
Yeah, it was a big watch.
Because
It was a big watch. Yeah.
Because the big thing about because Havertz, when I saw Havertz
Yeah.
starting up front, I said,
Yeah.
this is funny.
I do want to delve into it because there was one man I had my eye on the entire game.
Declan
until he got
Rice.
hooked. It was Declan Rice. I wasn't too impressed
But
with the
I think
performance.
that's why you have to be like. It's very hard to judge your players straight away.
Yeah.
He's coming to a team
Yeah,
where
of course. Yeah.
it's a different technicality, it's different ability that he needs to show. Like he's
Yeah.
not playing like the whole midfield. Now he's got one set role,
Yeah.
and now until when he gets that confidence where he knows he's got a person behind him that's gonna
Yeah.
cover him at all times, which is Partey, and he can start doing them through balls or whatever. Like cool, like he's played 2-3 matches with Arsenal now. This is against Man City, best club in Europe, best club in the world probably now. And so I'm not going to be too harsh on him.
Yeah.
He still showed the main characteristics: eager, hunger, wanting the ball, playing. He did the simple things right, and that's what you want. If you're doing the simple things right, you
It's just
can't.
development from there.
Yeah, you can't
It's
do
what you
wrong.
can work on,
If
yeah.
you're not making mistakes against City, that's the main thing.
Yeah.
Because City, they opportunitize on your mistakes.
Yeah. What I do want to say about Declan Rice is I think we need to realise how young this guy is and how raw his talent still is because he's been playing at West Ham his whole life. He's been like. I feel like when you play at a club like West Ham, your talents are sort of suppressed until you get to play on a high level constantly, right?
I don't think so.
No,
But-
do
but
you know
also-
what I agree with Ishan is because basically, West Ham, he's had to do a lot of different roles
Yeah.
and he's made it look good. Now he can hone in on one role
Yeah.
and make
you
it
get,
expert.
you get to really flourish in what
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
good
yeah.
at rather than covering other things that you're not particularly comfy with. And also what I was getting to is I think people need to realise he's not going to be an instant like advantage and an instant like improvement on
Yeah.
Partey. I would argue Partey was better than him last season.
No, 100%.
I think Partey's still a better defensive
No,
midfielder.
Going into the season, it's meant to be Partey, Rice, and
Yeah,
Odegaard.
yeah. As in, like, obviously in the future we're going to see Partey be shifted out,
Yeah.
Rice come in. But for now, it wasn't meant to be a direct improvement on Partey.
Oh, yeah,
I think we can agree on that. I think that's people are giving him backlash too early because we're expecting world class ability. We know he has it in his locker, but it's not something we should expect week in week out yet. Obviously, give it halfway into the season, maybe a full season in. If he's still not showing any signs of like real improvement and really adding on to this Arsenal squad, we can ask questions. But right now it's really early, and like you said, he's doing the basics well.
Yeah. Because the thing is, cool. If you look on paper, he's replacing Granit Xhaka
Yeah,
on a like-to-like basis.
yeah,
Whether the roles are going to be the same that they play, we don't know yet. But so we have to see what he just has to implement the style that Arteta wants.
Yeah.
Whether that's, I think it's more of a forward-flowing footballer making through balls and all that because Partey is there, and also it's the possession base, getting the possession back when you lose it and making it a quick thing. So and he's pre-improving as well. So I think 3-4 match days, game at the Emirates underneath the home crowd, get through a game, come back Manchester United September the 4th, I think it is 3rd.
he'll have a big game. I think he'll have a very big role to play in that game. And what I was saying is, I think it's a thing of like we just need to, like I said, we need to give him time. And honestly, I reckon there's big things coming for Declan Rice.
Oh,
I
100%.
What do you mean by that?
I think he'll show why he's worth the price tag.
Yes, I feel like this transfer is because I feel like a lot of mainly British players, they have a key transfer in their life which dictates where they go. It can either be a very good one or a very bad one.
And then from there you either tail off.
And I think this is a
There's
very,
no in
very
between.
smart way for him to move.
Yeah.
It's not like a cop out. Like this is.
Yeah, I was hearing this, like him choosing to go to Arsenal. Was good
Yeah,
for him
it shows good mentality.
because he can actually build something. Whereas going to Man City is just part of a cog, which is just going to be winning. Personally, I don't think.
You know,
I don't think he'll be as great as you think.
nah, he's
The
got
reason why,
qualities, man.
because if you say like if you prove he's a prem, like when I say like I don't think he's world class. I don't think he's done that yet.
You don't think so?
No, not yet.
100% he's not. Like
World
I'm not,
class gets thrown
I'm
around
not,
too
put,
much.
I'm not putting him on the same pedestal as Casemiro, Rodri. None of them yet.
I do.
I
I do.
No,
He's got the ability.
No, I don't.
There's
He's
a
got it.
difference.
Listen,
So I think I was telling this to someone the other day. I was like, in the Premier, it's like within that position in the Premier, it's like the level. Like if you take out Rice, put Casemiro. If you take out Polina,
No, the thing is-
if you take out Polina,
the
if
thing
you
is
put
why-
Caicedo,
the thing is why I can't.
it's
you
it's
can't-
very
that's why
marginal.
You can't call him world class yet. Is because the 105 million pounds he's not proven in the Champions League yet. Let me see how he does in the Champions League.
Yeah. I know that, but I'm saying Rice is already performing at a good level.
Yeah, that's what I said.
I don't see nothing more to his game which he hasn't already showed at West Ham, which will make
Oh, no,
which will improve
yeah.
that.
Yet. Now
Because
he's
he had
got
to
a
cover
manager.
so many different roles.
But now he's
No,
got.
still.
Okay, but I got a question. How many players has Arteta improved since he's been a manager?
So I was gonna get onto this.
Like
A lo-
half a
A
team.
lot of what we'll see from Declan Rice to see if he proves the price tag, I don't think it has anything to do with his actual ability.
I go back to
I
Liverpool.
think it has to do with how well he's managed by the manager.
Yes,
And when we look at Arteta,
I go back to Liverpool, yeah, and how good Klopp is about managing players and improving them. That's what a manager is about. Cool, you can implement your tactics, but how good are you at actually changing
and
your
that's
player?
something Arteta's really good at. If we look at Arteta's signings for the last few seasons, pretty much all of them have been hits.
So then let me ask you
We can laugh about how he's taken. Or just one sec, we can laugh about how he's taken like Man City scraps or whatever, but we can't lie and sit here and say Zinchenko didn't have a good season last
Ben
season.
White,
Jesus.
Saka, Martinelli.
It's all been improvements, bro. And I think honestly, Declan Rice, his step to world class will be under Arteta.
Oh, 100%.
Alright, cool. We can agree to disagree.
Yeah, I think give it 3 years.
Oh, okay.
Two-
one month.
Yes, 1 or 2 years. We're gonna talk about him. It will be Rodri. I don't think Casemiro will be about in that
No,
time.
I think he's already
It'll
there.
be Rodri and Rice.
That's what I'm
is
saying.
in my head. I think Rodri will obviously still have the clear advantage.
Rodri, Rice, Caicedo.
Yeah, I think Caicedo will be one to. In my honest opinion, I still think Caicedo had a better season than him last season.
Caicedo?
Yeah.
Then compared to you?
Compared to Rice last season.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
He did.
I think Caicedo was a better player.
But these are the levels which you're talking about.
Yeah,
I'm
when you
saying
said
this,
it's
but I'm
very
saying it's
minimal.
very, I'm saying it's very minimal.
Yeah,
It's
agreed.
like, and then after that, you're looking at guys like, you could even, I'll say maybe Paulinho.
Yeah.
Even Paulina's stats are very good.
Yeah.
But talking about like players who Arsenal have, who Arteta has helped, is Havertz. He's a new signing and that. My man played up front. He didn't miss.
I don't know if I said this, but I feel like this is cool, like positions and all that, like where we finish in the league, isn't it? I feel like that signing is Arteta's job. That is his job.
Because that's 100%.
Because you can't become the Arsenal's highest paid player, 65 million, and be a bench player. You have to come in and you have to be a
Wait,
first.
your highest paid player?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was earning like 300 at Chelsea.
So he's,
Or at least
he's coming as
275.
Arsenal's highest paid player.
Yeah.
So you can't sign that kind of caliber player and not have a plan for him.
Because
What does he see?
Because Havertz has so much. He has so much
So-
risk tied to him. Because even if you look at Rice here, it's like anybody in the top 6 would have taken Rice.
Yeah, it's a
Tim-
surefire one.
Timber.
Yeah.
Anybody in the top 6 would have taken Timber. If you look at it like properly, you could have got to any team.
Yeah.
Whereas Havertz,
We thought he was nailed on to fall off,
but not fall off.
but like go to a lesser club.
You know
Yeah.
what? This
We
guy-
never knew that anyone would pay that money for him.
Yeah.
No, he's just
It was a shock.
Havertz. He's got so much tech. Yeah, like if you look at Havertz's highlights, you'll think he's the most well-rounded player ever.
Yeah.
He's got aerial ability. He can hold the ball up nicely sometimes. He's good on the ball. This, that, the other. But like when it comes to moments that matter, I say 1 in 3 times he actually like is actually clinical, isn't it?
Yeah.
And you even saw it in the game today. He had two chances.
I
And
had
it
my
put it
eyes
straight to
closed,
Ramsdale.
don't worry. I had my eyes closed, I didn't see it.
Crap.
Yeah, agreed. Like you said, that's 100% down to Arteta because we saw Havertz's resume coming from Chelsea, not trophy-wise, obviously. I'm talking like ability-wise, we saw his resume, and he is a massive question mark. To spend that much money, like you said, we need to see exactly what Arteta can do with a player. We've seen him mold players before, but they've all had potential, and they've like you could see something when he came to Arteta.
I think he's gonna flop, bro.
I agree. I personally don't think he will. I think he'll be phased out.
Like,
slowly.
if he starts up front for Arsenal for the whole season,
Which he might, because Jesus is injured as well, right?
Like if Jesus and Nketiah are behind Havertz and the pecking order up front.
No, but that's right. I don't think it's because I think Nketiah, because if we today Nketiah should have been starting up front, but
He should have.
But Havertz was signed and Arteta said he's gonna be a midfielder, but he put him up front, so clearly that shows Nketiah's not even in this flipping flat.
That's the only way is that Jesus is the starting striker, but obviously my man's injured. You don't rate Nketiah, so
Yeah.
Havertz is the closest thing.
Which is
Him or Trossard.
It is a bit of an odd choice from Arteta as well, because he did have other ways of going about it as well. He could have played Martinelli up front. He could have played Trossard on the wing.
Yeah.
He had other options obviously going for him, but we'll see, man. We'll see the
So
man behind it.
Okay, expectation. Where do you expect Arsenal to finish?
I expect them to finish within the top three.
We do this at the end of every episode now.
Yeah, I know, but because it gets updated every 2 weeks at this point, because the transfer market always moves crazy.
I say third, like third or second.
I would say currently second. I'd put United to finish second again.
I think you will see
Yeah.
more. I think
We don't have a DM right now, so
you'll see more problems with Arsenal this year than you saw last year.
it depends
That's
how
what-
you cope with the Champions League, innit? Because it's a
That's
young
what I
squad.
think.
They've never been in Champions League before. They haven't really gone that far in
We're
Europe.
winning it
in
all.
Europa League.
We've won the lot.
No, and I told you. Remember last time they said, should get another goalkeeper. Look, Arsenal going to sign another goalkeeper.
Oh yeah, you did mention this actually.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
said this, bro.
But
Yeah, because we're setting half backup keeper again.
yeah.
And Ray is actually a decent option.
A question about this the Raya signing. Do you think he starts over Ramsdale?
No.
Do you think he's an improvement?
No.
I've been hearing a lot.
We put Rams on a new 100k contract. There's no chance.
No. He's
Yeah.
not
Oh
starting.
yeah, true. I did see that actually.
He's not starting, but
Do you think he's an improvement though? I can agree he's not starting, but do you think he's an improvement?
he's not improvement.
In terms of no, because technically they're the same
In any-
distribution.
in
It's
every
Ramsdale's has got better shot stopping ability.
Yeah. I think his shot stop is very underrated. You know.
I don't think it is an improvement. Rams already works within the team.
I think
I just said it allows them to perform on. normal
Ramsdale's
fronts.
comfortably top 5, top 4 goalkeepers in the league.
You think so?
I think so.
Top 4, top 5.
Yeah.
Top five,
comfortably.
top five.
Edison,
Comfortably.
Addison.
Pope.
Yeah.
It's probably third.
Edison, Addison, Pope, or Ramsdale. Either or, take your pick.
Yeah, he's top. He's fifth.
Yeah, he's a very
But
solid
he's fourth.
keeper.
He's fourth.
He's a very
He's
solid
fourth
keeper.
best.
I think because he's so young, and obviously he plays for Arsenal too, I don't think guys want to give him the credit he deserves a lot of the time. But I mean, I've seen some brilliance from Ramsdale. So
Anfield.
yeah. Oh yeah,
And brilliance
literally.
as well.
But
Talk about Timber as well.
yeah, Timber.
That guy's cold.
I told you, bro.
So far, he's
Man
shown
told
brilliance.
Tunde, and Tunde was on the way to the pod today. Oh yes, Sunday. I was wrong about Timber. He's so good.
Yeah,
He's
actually
he's a very good signing.
He's
I'm
dropped-
interested to
dropped
see.
it, it's decent.
I'm interested
Decent.
to see.
It's decent.
I'm interested to see what happens with the whole Ben White Timber situation. Who starts? If they play Ben White as a centre back.
I don't think
Timber as a centre back.
it will be a problem.
Oh, bro,
You think?
we could put
No.
Zinchenko in midfield.
No.
Timber's a midfielder.
Timber gives them a lot of versatility
It just-
now. A
it's-
lot of options.
It's just about whether Arteta starts to play. No, if he continues to play people like Tierney and Tomiyasu. If those
Your
two don't play,
fullback options are really good.
I think you should
Really
never
good.
play those two again.
Who?
Tierney and
Oh,
Tomiyasu.
Tierney's my guy, bro.
Yeah, he loves Tierney.
Nah,
He
Dan-
won't ever get rid of Tierney.
And then give game time to Timber, Ben White, and Zinchenko for the fullback options.
Oh,
Bro,
goodness.
you know that fullback options are actually like I'm literally deep in it now. Tomiyasu's I think still decent.
Yeah.
Tierney, I know you like him.
He's
But I'm
mid.
not. Yeah, he's mid. But then as like a backup having
Yeah,
Tierney's still
yeah.
pretty good. You got Zinchenko, you got Ben White, and you got Timber.
Yeah.
That's solid, bro.
Yeah.
That's really good.
It's just
And
if
when-
they buy another centre.
Yeah, and Ben White and Timber can both play centre back. As well.
Yeah.
That's really solid. But moving on to your opponents, we're going to talk about Man City because I think this is quite an interesting topic. We said it earlier. Well, I said it earlier when we did the hot takes.
Yeah.
I've said I reckon Man City might fall off a bit. And you lot both laughed at me. You both shouted at me
You think-
because Man City might fall off a bit. I know it's a Community Shield and they've lost 3 on the trot, and all 3 times they've lost it, they won the Premier League. Well, until this one, obviously, because we don't know what will happen yet.
Because we're winning the Premier League.
But they look pretty flat. Like, they didn't look too... Like, when I think of an Arsenal City fixture, firstly, I think dead set City will win. And I think of dominance. I think they'll have multiple chances. If Arsenal win, they escape by a hair. It was pretty toe-to-toe.
No, but their team wasn't strong enough.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Arsenal's team was strong.
That's what I'm saying. Their team isn't strong enough. I don't think it is anymore.
No,
I know what they fielded wasn't strong enough.
No, you know what? It's
and the formation they played as well.
Yeah, Kevin De Bruyne is.
Was it like 1-3-6 or 3?
No, it was 4-2-3-1.
Yeah.
It's 4-2-3-1. They didn't play that. They don't play that formation for the tail end of the season.
You know the thing is, I feel like a big part of this is Gundogan and Mahrez leaving. That right side.
I don't think
I said it, man. I said it. Gundogan and Mahrez leaving. It's a big thing.
Makes a difference.
Can you tell me what Kovacic did good today?
No, Kovacic.
I don't think he did.
I
don't think he filled in a role that Gundogan can fill in.
He's not meant to be the same.
He is. It's meant to be a like replacement.
No, it's not.
It's not.
The reason why I say it is Kovacic had a very good game, but the thing is with Gundogan's numbers cannot be replaced.
Yes.
And Mahrez, they don't have no one in their squad that can do Mahrez numbers either.
Yeah.
Only thing I can think of is that if they use Foden now to get Gundogan's numbers.
Yeah.
But they have no one on that right. Cole Palmer cannot do it the whole season to get Mahrez.
He's not there yet.
Can I tell you something? I don't know if this sounds crazy, yeah? When I look at that Man City squad, especially when I'm looking at an injured De Bruyne that could potentially be slowing down, hopefully, praise the Lord, hopefully he slows down. But we're looking at an injured De Bruyne, that's me, sorry lads. And we're looking at a slowing down De Bruyne. And we're looking at guys like Mahrez who have left, Gundogan who's left, maybe Bernardo Silva who still might be on his way out. I don't see an X factor in their squad anymore.
Well,
and
we know City will decide someone, bro.
Yeah, obviously. They're linked to Elise. They pretty much signed Gvardiol.
They've signed already.
Yeah, but these aren't X factors. When I think of an X factor, I think
deep it. Why the hell would you sign Gvardiol and not start him? So Pep's got a plan.
No, of course he's going to start him. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about someone who will win, who will take the game by its balls and win the game for you. That man for the last couple years, 3-4 years, was Kevin De Bruyne for me.
Yeah.
Obviously, you had Gundogan at the end of the season. Obviously, Haaland isn't that for me. Haaland is someone who gets provided, who gets fed. Right? We saw what Haaland did today against you guys. He was quiet.
He got fed pasta.
He got fed. Yeah. He was a baddie.
You're forcing
Don't feed the baddies. Don't feed the baddies pasta. I'm not forcing it.
You are.
I promise you, I'm not forcing it. When I look at the City team, I look at them and look how flat they were today. And the Community Shield in Wembley that kicks off the season.
No, they still have it within. They still have it.
Who is that guy that's gonna grab them, especially when De Bruyne slows down?
Stop saying it like that? Because even with
Why?
Alright, cool. Look at the team now. Yeah.
Yes.
You're saying it's flat. There's nothing to say Foden can't play on the right.
Yes, there is.
What?
There is.
The way
Because last season was proof of it. They tried him in the right and he got hooked. He got hooked for half the season after.
Yeah, Bernardo Silva played on the right.
Bernardo Silva does not want to play in the right. He's already said that he wants to play in the midfield now.
They can sign someone.
They can.
Yeah, they
a lot of players can sign.
But we're looking at the current situation.
And also, Manchester City, they notoriously start the season off slow.
Yeah.
For how good they are.
Yeah.
By the time the end of the season comes, they fix their problems and they're slow.
Yeah. But we're looking at an Arsenal that's improving.
But I don't believe Arsenal are going to improve.
The signings they made and the fact that you just admitted to me that you think Timber was brilliant.
No, I think the signings they made are cold, but it's going to keep them at the same position they are.
So for some reason,
they've improved their squad. You need to improve your squad every single season,
which they've done. From last season when they came second, they've improved their squad.
No, just to stay at the same level in the Prem because it's that difficult. I'm saying. If Arsenal went with the same squad they had last season into this season, they'll be way worse than what they are now.
Yeah, because everyone's around us going to fucking improve it.
Yeah, that's the whole point.
It's no shit show.
But he wasn't agreeing with me.
No. You know what? I'm not agreeing with you.
Why?
How has City improved?
I know, but with City, I don't put that. I don't put them in the same category.
Why not? They're a football.
Okay,
because everything we've seen from City has showed that.
Okay, if you lose players, if you lose your key players for the past 3 seasons,
I don't think they're that key, bro.
Morris is not key. It's the only right winger that they have.
For City, bro. I don't think it's that deep.
Morris isn't gonna create.
I don't personally.
I think it's disrespecting Mahrez, you know.
Nah, I'm not disrespecting Mahrez. I'm just looking at City, yeah.
Has
And
Chelsea ever had a better right winger than Morris has?
it's not about that, bro. It's not about that. I've seen Sterling leave. I've seen Sane leave.
You know why?
They
They leave because Pep knows they're no longer good for the club.
Yes, and I've seen João Cancelo leave. Pep, when a player don't want to play for City, Pep lets them go.
Yes,
and I'm saying
the difference between them leaving and right now is Mahrez has left and there's not a replacement.
It will come, bro. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
But that's
The season starts.
No,
Their season starts on Friday night.
It will come. And who are they playing?
Burnley away.
Yeah, and tell me,
Vincent Company.
bro, playing Foden
there's a
or
storyline
Bernardo Silva on the right wing. You tell me that's gonna make them not perform well against Burnley, bro.
Part of the bus, Burnley.
Bro, they can play Cole Palmer.
Not even part of the bus, Burnley. We're talking about a Burnley that just smashed the championship. We're seeing Pep's disciple and Vincent Company come through. They're gonna make a name for themselves, and they're gonna come and they're gonna get points on City first for the season.
Bro, the benchmark is not Burnley, bro. The benchmark is Liverpool and Arsenal right now.
Yes. They have time,
More
bro.
Arsenal. But we'll
They
get
have
into it
time.
more Arsenal.
I'm saying there's enough players that have left City that they just fix.
Okay, I
their
got a question.
problems,
question.
bro.
What threat did Man City cause Arsenal today?
They didn't.
So if you're not causing a threat to Arsenal when you have your best wingers on the pitch,
It's community shield.
Okay.
They don't care.
So the only point you had that I agreed with is when I was speaking about the X Factor, the only guy I think that can fill that role in is Phil Foden for me. Because when I saw the goal that they scored today, when Foden turned, I don't even know who he turned.
Partey.
He turned Partey.
I don't think
ran
it
through the
matters.
midfield.
I just don't think it
Very
matters.
nice. It does matter. It does, because, especially in Europe as well. These things matter. And when we're talking about the league itself, I think they're going to need a match winner. For that reason, I feel like it will be very competitive this season. I'm not saying they won't win it because, like you said, it's Pep, it's City at the end of the day, but it will be very competitive.
Nah, bro.
But that's my take on City. I think, I think this might be the last season of De Bruyne we're going to see, of the top level De Bruyne that we know and love. I think because the injury, I think they're forcing him in pretty quick. I don't think he was meant to be back until like a couple weeks into the season, 3 weeks into the season. And I saw him play today. I was shocked. I couldn't believe it. And he looked pretty slow. He wasn't doing much running. Obviously, he got an assist.
He didn't start either.
Yeah, exactly. He didn't start. And you saw how useless Haaland. No, I don't want to say useless because he's a 50.
Ineffective.
Yeah, it shows how effective. How ineffective he is without De Bruyne, basically. So I've got question marks. Is all I'm saying. I've got question marks over City. But moving on from the Community Shield, let's talk about the rest of the big seven now, because it is a big seven.
Yeah.
We had Tottenham play a pre-season game today. Harry Kane scored 4 goals.
Who watched that, bro?
I did not watch
Anyone watch that? Anyone watch that?
Davina,
No.
that's it. Just Davina.
Ooh.
But
My team was playing
I
against.
actually haven't talked about pre-season in that.
yeah,
My-
that's
my
what we're
team-
getting into.
My
It's
team playing against
pre-season.
Shakhtar Donetsk. Well, my team won the Community Shield. What a shame.
Listen, you're a hater. Tottenham play very good football, apparently. I don't watch the pre-season games, but what I've heard is they play very good football. They brought in very good. They were cooking in the transfer market. I feel like I've seen quite a few notifications. Yeah, from quite a few here we goes
We won stuff this time.
for Tottenham recently.
The Dutch guy, Van der, whatever his name
Van der
is.
Ven? Is it Van der Ven?
Something like that.
A centre back.
Couldn't tell you. I just know they've signed players and they're cooking. I don't watch Tottenham because I've never felt like they're a threat like that.
This.
But just like talking on it, so obviously there's a whole Harry Kane talking point. I feel like if he stays, he really this is his. This might be his most important season in his life if he
No,
stays.
Just don't give a
Nah,
shit
bro.
about them, innit?
Yeah, it's very hard to talk about Tottenham because I don't think anyone here actually cares that much.
They should just let.
We need Davina back on the pod
They
for
should just let
Tottenham.
them go, bro.
Give some of it. She'll just get a bit of passion, innit?
Yeah,
It's not
she'll
there.
talk with that charisma.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like she'll give the audience hope, but there's really no hope for Tottenham. Like
Yeah.
they're just a club a demise. Might get fucking relegated. Might go to liquidation. Might get bought by Jay-Z. Who knows these days?
It might be an NFL game in that stadium.
Words.
Who
I
knows,
might
man?
go play go-kart for Tunde's birthday next year there.
Sam and Tuns, have you seen their signings? Have you looked it up for us?
It's the Van, whatever his name is.
Yes, we said
Yeah.
that.
So you looked it up and you still don't know his name.
What's his name? Mickey Van der Ven.
Oh, okay. Yeah, centre back then, because he was linked to us as well.
Yeah.
No, he's only
Very fast.
He's only rumoured though.
No, it's signed.
Um,
Okay. Anyone signed? Anyone for sure?
No, that's it.
Okay, so we're going to move on from Tottenham.
Bro.
We're going to move on to... Oh, yeah, James Maddison.
And that
yeah,
goal,
of
and
course.
that goalkeeper, I cannot pronounce.
Oh yeah.
Vicario.
Okay, cool. We're going to move on from Tottenham very quickly because there's not really much to talk about. None of us... Pre-season is one of those ones where you watch your own team, right? If you watch it, you watch your own team. You're not sat there... If you sit there and watch other teams on pre-season, unless you have hate for
You're
the
a
club...
bit bored.
Yeah, you're
You
very
like-
bored with
you
your
got,
life.
you got no,
It's
you got
summer,
no,
bro. Do
You got,
something
you
with
got
your
no
life.
life. You got no
Yeah.
friends. You might be in a state of.
Yeah.
I saw you watching Chelsea's pre-season game the other day.
Against who, bro?
But speaking of teams that well I've at least watched during pre-season,
Chelsea.
Manchester United.
Chelsea.
We'll get on to Chelsea. I haven't watched much of Chelsea. Manchester United is who I've been watching. Keep an keen eye on.
you see Onana get?
Yes.
Yeah, that.
We've seen Onana get chipped twice in approximately maybe
I'm so happy.
180
I'm
minutes.
so happy to
Bro,
see this, bro.
it brings a smile to my
So
face.
happy, bro.
And I'm going to hear a lot of United guys, say, oh, Dalot shouldn't have made that pass, or such a misplaced pass, like, what's he doing? When DK came on this podcast, what did we talk about? We said, bringing a goalkeeper in isn't going to be an instant, it's not going to be an instant improvement on your squad. It's not that football isn't that simple.
And you see,
Yes, because he's a ball-playing goalkeeper, well done,
play
yeah?
the same way.
You can only have a good ball-playing goalkeeper if your backline is that solid with the ball
No,
as well.
that's what I said to him.
Yeah,
This is what I
exactly.
said.
Otherwise, it doesn't make sense.
I said that you man took De Gea for granted because the now you got a ball playing goalkeeper. The abilities of the defense are gonna be shown and how bad and
Yeah.
technically
Because he's
weak
gonna
they
put
are.
them so under pressure so much.
I honestly think they're going to miss the hair after this season. After this season, they're going to rip their eyes out watching the
They
Onana
will.
play.
They will.
Because he seems very stubborn, firstly, with his goalkeeping style. He doesn't seem like the type where he's going to start chilling out, maybe staying a bit
He
further
thinks
back.
he's a CDM, bro.
But he genuinely thinks he's a DM. This is what I didn't understand about that goal, right? Everyone was talking about Dalot's misplaced pass, right? If you saw how far up the pitch Onana was for no reason, he was literally playing where a DM normally plays,
Yeah.
and the play had nothing to do with him at the time. Like they were in possession, he had no reason to be that far up because they were trying to progress up the pitch. I see him. I see guys complaining, oh, Dalot shouldn't have made that pass. He shouldn't have been that far up the field. Any player would have chipped him from there.
It's normal.
Any half-decent player is
Because the
chipping
pass,
him
the
from
pass
there.
from Dalot wasn't even that deep in a normal style of play.
Genuinely. In a normal style of play,
He just goes on a counter attack.
and you expect worst case scenario, the player comes at a one-on-one situation where, in my opinion, if it was a one-on-one situation, I think that I would back the Hill more to save that one-on-one to Onana.
Yeah,
Absolutely, yes.
So, yeah, I mean, I just don't see it, man. I feel like, yeah, cool, he might fit Den Haag a bit better when it comes to progressing up the pitch, but you're going to have you're going to realise how much you missed the Hill.
It's going to be a
Yeah,
funny season.
it's gonna be hilarious. And
Mason Mount also performing live.
also that.
Yeah.
Listen, their signings, yeah, from what I've seen on Ten
They had
Hag
the best transfer
signings,
window though.
you think they had the best transfer window?
That's
But that's because you still believe. I mean, we all still believe in Mason Mount a bit, but from what we've seen of him so far, it's been atrocious.
In terms
That-
of addressing the issues, they've addressed them very
I
well.
think
Yeah,
he's second. I
on
think
paper.
Second to Chelsea.
Oh,
so.
shut up, you
Chelsea.
stupid pleb.
Second to Arsenal's, if it was second to anyone.
Actually, no. Arsenal's been alright.
Arsenal's.
I
is
don't agree.
great.
I don't agree with the Hoyland signing though.
Yeah. So firstly, let's talk
No.
about Mount because obviously he missed that open goal where he completely just missed the ball. I guess. He hasn't really wowed me much either. I know it's really hard to gel into a team pretty well, but with a guy like Mason Mount, similar to Havertz, isn't coming off the best of seasons, an English player too, there are eyes on Mason Mount. Similar to Declan Rice, but Declan Rice, I'm sure, hasn't made he hasn't placed a bad foot yet. Mount, if this doesn't go well for him, I'm worried United are gonna have to spend another couple $100 million to replace their issues. And honestly, I've got questions about Ten Hag as well. Because I saw a graphic earlier where Ten Hag has spent more than Klopp since Klopp has come into Liverpool already at his time in United. You know how crazy that is? And how many of those signings have you said have done well?
You should slightly add inflation to that. Slightly.
Yeah, I guess, but then also...
But then it's stupidness at the same
exactly, it's 7 years
But
compared
like
compared to a
Anthony,
year and a
innit?
half. Yeah, Anthony was 90 million.
Yeah.
Like, come on, brother. And we're looking at guys like Sancho as well, who I don't think is gonna show us anything anymore.
Casemiro was expensive for his age as well.
Yeah, but Casemiro's obviously shown to be a good signing. He came in, he did his job. But was Casemiro a Ten Hag signing? He was. I feel like I asked this question a lot. Martinez obviously is the one that comes to mind for me. He's the one where I'm like, fair enough, you got it right. But I don't know, man. I think we're gonna ask questions about Ten Hag this season as well, which is rough because obviously when you look at the season on paper last season, they had a good season. But I feel like there's so many issues they need to address. They had their worst defeat last season. They lost to City in a final last season. Like,
and at this moment in time, it just feels like
you know what it is.
signings are giving similar vibes to the same, like different problems.
Yeah.
It's just different problems.
It feels like different players, same United.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like nothing screams to me that even solidified in the top 4 for me. Which is obviously
that's a big shout.
Yeah, which is what we'll get into because I've got a big respect for Newcastle, and we're going to talk about Chelsea now because obviously you looked at Chelsea.
You see, Nicholas Jackson.
Yeah.
He is the new Didier Drogba.
Yeah.
That guy
is that what we're
cold.
hearing? Yeah.
That guy is
Tell me about him because I don't watch your preseason games like that. I'm not really preying your games like that. It's still me. I'm pretty sure.
That guy is cold.
You put my phone inside it.
That guy is cold.
Yeah, no, tell me. Bro just said he's cold. Can you
cold.
please give us some insight on what he does well? Because I actually want to know what he's like as
You know what it is? He's like, he's just so direct.
Yeah.
When you're watching Havertz and that, and he's so lackadaisical up front, it's like Nicholas Jackson is just so direct. He's always running in behind.
Yeah.
His link-up play is good. Like, I expect him to score like 15 plus goals this season.
Really in the Prem?
Yeah, literally.
Do you think he's gonna start?
Yeah.
I don't. No, at this moment in time, against Liverpool, he will start.
He's the only pure striker, no?
Him
And Cuckoo.
And Kunku I wouldn't really count as a pure striker.
Kuku's a doubt for Liverpool.
Oh, he's a doubt?
Yeah, he got injured in the last pre-season game.
I was gonna ask you loads about Chelsea because I feel like everything Chelsea's been doing this summer has gone under the radar. Like I don't ever see any clips of Chelsea play. I don't know who they're playing in pre-season. Everything feels really mysterious.
We know we played Wrexham, we played Brentford, we played Fulham, and we played Dortmund, maybe Newcastle. I can't remember.
What do you see from there from the
I've
pre-season?
watched actually nearly all the games.
Yeah. What do you gain from the style of play? Like, what does it look like to you? Has there been improvements?
Yeah, it's way better. It's exactly what I thought it would be.
Yeah.
So we're playing 43-1. I see Mudryk having a solid season.
Yeah, great pre-season.
Yeah, and so also in Kunku as well.
Yeah.
I'm not too. I think a lot of guys are right when talking about Chelsea's midfield.
Yeah.
Because it's literally Enzo. And that's it. Even Conor Gallagher barely played this pre-season as well.
Who's playing?
I think we're gonna send him. We're playing Andre Santos.
Okay.
The young baller.
Yeah.
And
I
Caicedo.
swear I feel like I know like 10 different Andre Santoses.
Yeah, him and Caicedo.
I was thinking that too.
And then we play like Chukwuemeka in the 10.
Oh, okay, yeah.
What one thing I could tell from this pre-season, it feels kind of similar to how Arsenal was.
Like once upon a time.
No,
as in like the start
last
of
season.
No, like at the start of last season. Where
Start
it's
of
like,
last season.
Yeah.
I was just good all of a sudden.
No, not good of a sudden. As in, your manager's just taken a lot of. He's given a lot of responsibility to a lot of young players, and this is their chance to prove it.
Yeah.
Because there's been.
Which is the way forward as well.
Yeah, because for the amount of players you've sold, even ones that could have stayed, it's like we're giving chances to guys over other players that don't necessarily deserve it.
We could be in for a shock as well because I mean your academy's notorious for bringing up very good talents.
Like remember Ian Matson. Remember that name.
Okay.
Remember that name.
All right.
Fairs, wait. Remembered it.
Okay. Who's gonna say something? But cool. Where do you see Chelsea finishing?
I think you're gonna finish 5th.
Because we might be in for a shock. Because I know we didn't go over it, but I see United finishing 5th. I see him finishing just out of the top 4.
I think Chelsea will make Champions League.
Oh yeah, you've been saying this though.
I do.
Like, you've really been saying
I actually
it.
do.
You're the same guy that said Chelsea would finish 3rd last season, so it doesn't really mean much.
Nah.
Did he?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but I think we'll make Champions League.
That means the position that you predicted got times by 4. That's peak. That's so peak.
Yeah.
That's only good if you predict that your team comes first.
So I'm paying you for finishing 16th.
No, we'll make it.
Hey, please, when you edit this, zoom in on his face when he said that, bro. But yeah, okay, cool. So you said they finished in the Champions League. Yeah. I don't know why I take you seriously sometimes. But
do you think you got the squad depth in terms of technical ability to?
Yeah, because you know, even if some youngsters do perform well, like an injury to them.
No,
Yeah,
like it's not even an
obviously.
injury. Like it's just not sustainable to play a whole season for youngsters.
I do.
You've seen it with Saka, bro.
No, I do.
And Saka's a seasoned youngster.
No, 'cause
it's impossible to do, bro.
Our first like straight first team.
The first game against Liverpool, bro.
It's good. It's
Was
good
it at
enough.
Stamford Bridge, right?
Yeah,
It's good enough. I think
it will be a very good test for both of us to see where we're at.
The only part of the pitch I'm worried about is just.
Fairs, why are you worried about the pitch, bro?
That's what I was thinking.
the only part
There's
of
a
the
lot to
team-
be worried about with
Nah,
Stamford Bridge.
it's literally just.
Side by side, isn't it?
It's just the midfield and the right wing.
Fairs, that's not a lot.
I'm-
That's not a lot of
I'm-
places. That's just 3/4 of the pitch.
Oh my days, and I'm worried as well because Raheem Sterling's been shocking this.
What about your
season.
goalkeeper? You're not worried about the keeper?
No,
No, they signed the Sanchez.
it's Sam Sanchez.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I'm not worried about it. Literally, goalkeeper, defense, left.
Right back. Oh, you guys got the
Yeah,
gusto.
like left wing. Literally, the only part of the pitch is literally just give me two CDMs
Yeah.
and
Fairs,
and
only 1, 2.
an attacking midfielder.
Yeah.
You're not asking for a lot.
That's literally all we need.
Not a right winger.
No, someone like Olise will be good,
Yeah.
but just another attacking, like
Yeah.
someone that can play within
Yeah.
those positions.
Because you're forgetting all of your issues last season came from the fact you couldn't score a goal.
Yeah, I know.
So, are you that confident in your attack being able to?
No, I think the style of play has changed enough that
Okay.
it's enough.
Yeah, I guess a lot of the reason why is because I mean there wasn't really a style of play with Chelsea last
because
season.
we had Tuchel ball, then we had Potter
Don't
ball,
call it Tuchel, bro. What the fuck are you
and
doing?
then we had Lampard's
Just Lampard.
idiotic, it's like, just dumb shit.
Alright, cool, interesting. Moving on from Chelsea, we're gonna go to the
Scousers.
the team that
Scousers.
you're playing at the start of first of the season. Obviously Liverpool, my club. Like I said before, I kind of like the idea that we're playing you at the start of the season because I think it's a very good way for both of us to test our
Ball
teams.
Fest Part 10.
No, it's not. I think it's decent.
It'll be a very close game.
If we get smoked by Liverpool, bro, it's
Yeah.
gonna be long.
It'll be a very big
Like-
mental tax
like-
on you lot. But likewise, it works vice versa. If you lot, not even just smoke, if you lot beat us first day of the season,
people
our
actually
players-
start rating Chelsea, you actually be like, oh
Yeah.
yeah, something is actually
but
happening.
not just
No, you would, bro.
not just the public
You would.
rating your players though. If you say you beat Liverpool first day of the season, it's very good confidence boost for your
Yeah.
players as well. It could give momentum. But likewise, obviously, it works vice versa with our club. Currently, it's a shambles. I was sounding so confident earlier videos that we've done when we predict what Liverpool can do. But we're getting to the tail end of the transfer window now. We still don't have a defensive midfielder. Bečić is still injured. We still haven't signed Lavia. The deals have been going on for 3 weeks
See
now.
something you want to hijack the Caicedo deal?
Yeah, but you see that off your weird sources on Instagram. I don't know if I believe it or not. But yeah, I mean, apparently we're preparing a third bid for Lavia, even though they've rejected our 45 million one and our 40 million one, which is outrageous anyways. But they clearly want 50 mil. I don't know if we're going to pay it up. I hope we do.
It's not worth it, bro.
He's not worth it, but we
I
need
told-
someone.
Yeah, I told you this yesterday.
Yeah.
that It's not signing Lavia. I think it's too much of a risk.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
I think so. Because look, this is
100 million for Caicedo is not a risk.
no, but I'm not. Forget the price tag. I'm
You
talking
can't forget the price tag.
Sadiq.
Okay, go on.
I'm saying if you look at the
He's never said my name with so much passion.
if you say the DMs like before, that's what I said before. It's like Rice, Caicedo,
Rice,
Rodri,
baby.
Casemiro, like all of these guys, they're pretty much on similar level.
The only thing about Lavia is
But Lavia's-
he's 19. That's the
Yeah,
only
like
issue.
Lavia, he's still
But he's quality though.
no, he's quality,
Actual
but
quality.
you're not gonna get the same thing from these guys.
Because the thing is, we don't
compared to
understand.
Lavia.
Like we're still used to how Klopp like plays like 3-4 years ago when you guys were like on top, and your
Yeah.
CDM was like just sitting back. He wasn't
especially
actually
now.
like, involved.
But
And
I
the
think that's
team feels
something.
so top heavy as well.
But that's something I reckon.
Yes.
If there's definitely.
36D.
it is though. Look, bro,
Yeah.
look at the amount of attackers they have,
But
and they don't have a single good
yeah,
CDM.
I was gonna say that. So well, with the thing with Lavia, like you said, we're so used to our DM just sitting back. I think that's something Lavia could definitely manage. It's just I don't want to throw him into the deep
Yeah,
end,
stop.
quite literally.
And even Bečić playing in
Yeah.
that position as well.
But I mean, I wouldn't mind if they were both fit. I wouldn't mind them both like interchanging. But it's just two youngsters and
So they're both 19.
no, because
yeah, they're both the same age, yeah.
Soberside McAllister. Soberside, he's on a bomb forward. He's
Yeah.
not going to do recovery.
McAllister, I don't think will bomb forward like that.
But-
I think he'll play a lot more controlled role.
I do, but his mindset his mind. I think McAllister's more like naturally he could play. He could play a 10 and
but also when I was watching the preseason games, Szoboszlai actually has a very good defensive work rate. I don't know if it's because he needs to right now because we don't actually have a real DM. But I saw him bombing back loads.
Wow.
A lot of the time he was committing fouls.
What was your midfield
What's he
three?
bombing?
We had a midfield three of Szoboszlai, McAllister, and Curtis Jones playing the DM.
That stinks.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. And I saw a couple of Liverpool fans saying, "Oh, I feel like Curtis Jones has a future here." He doesn't. He has a future as McAllister's depth, but I wouldn't even start him if Thiago was for either.
No, he's a good backup.
He's a very good player. I still think Curtis Jones is a very good player, but you can't play him in a DM. It just it doesn't work. He started off as a winger in the academy. It doesn't make sense to me. But yeah, we definitely need to sort of DM issues. I don't really want to talk about the future of Liverpool if it's not a certain thing because I need to show the same energy as I showed for City as well. Talking about the now, right? And if there's one thing I'm confident in, I genuinely think we might have the best attack in Europe.
You do.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
We
bro.
do. Who has a better attack than us in Europe?
And depth wise.
In terms of what output
and depth wise as well,
depth,
bro.
output, everything. Think about it.
Not even City has a better
If you
attack,
think
bro.
about every single element of an attack, who has a better attack than
deep
us? In the entire of Europe? No one.
If you was gonna do 4-2-3-1, Cam left mid, right mid, striker, whichever way they filled it, and the players under that. It's
Think
the
about the
best.
attacking depth we have. We have Luis Diaz, Jota, Nunes, Gakpo, Salah.
Yeah. Do you say Diaz?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they still got Szoboszlai that plays that can.
That
fit
can
into
still
that.
play, yeah, still play the front three.
Saka, Martinelli, Jesus, Odegaard,
Doesn't compare, man.
Havertz.
It doesn't compare.
No, it's close. It does.
Nah,
It
I don't
does.
think it does.
It does.
I think
Martinelli, Odegaard, Saka.
Jesus, Havertz,
I mean,
Nketiah,
by
Balogun.
the end of the season, it could be closer
it depends how your players develop, innit?
because
Because I feel like with our players, we kind of seen it.
but your manager don't.
But obviously,
keep
our
Balogun.
season it weighs heavily on our front line currently.
Should we do a prediction for next week?
Next week or next year?
Oh
next
yeah,
season?
as in for like the next week game,
Liverpool,
Chelsea.
Chelsea.
Ooh.
1-1.
I mean, it would be typical 0-0.
I say we do a table. I say we do a table for this
Fairs prediction
What do you
table.
mean?
prediction table,
As
and
a
then
what?
keep it there.
So we do predictions for certain matches, and if you get it right, you get points. If you don't, you
Oh,
don't.
okay, calm. Alright, cool. I'm gonna say
I said 1-1.
I'm gonna say 2-1 Liverpool.
2-1 Chelsea.
Calm.
2-1 Chelsea.
And then if we're all wrong, no one gets a point, right?
Yeah.
Alright, cool. Actually, yeah, okay, cool.
Now we'll do 3 points for
Correct score.
correct score,
Yeah,
a point for the correct outcome,
yeah.
and then 0, and then just if none of them are right, then 0.
Alright, cool. What was I gonna say? Yeah, no, our season relies heavily on our attacking output. I think we're gonna score a lot of goals. We're gonna look like 17-18 Liverpool again in my head. Score a lot of goals, concede a lot of goals. Alright.
That's what I think too.
Yeah, and it might be fun. It could be fun to watch. Obviously, it also weighs very heavily on Darwin Núñez.
And I think you need to sign another defender, you know.
But yeah, 100%. That we need to sign a DM and we need to sign a centre back. It's crazy.
Maybe even a left back as well.
Yeah, let's sign a centre back is what
Yeah,
I'm
like
thinking.
Simicast.
Yeah,
He's a safe option at left back.
I think Simicast has been lazy this preseason. I think he isn't showing me the Simicast I thought we had.
No, it's pre-season. isn't
Yeah,
it?
definitely. But still, even last season when you look at when Simicast played, it didn't really impress me too much.
even your depth at centre back is kind of poor.
Yeah, agreed. Because Matip was horrible in preseason, and so is Gomez has been horrible.
I forgot Gomez was even there.
Yeah, those are our backup
Gomez
centre backs, and we
there.
got flipping Nat Phillips as well.
Nathaniel Phillips,
Yeah.
the guy in tie.
Yeah. So then, what was I gonna say? Yeah, so I think it weighs heavily on Darwin Núñez. If this whole thing that I've been saying from last season happens and he explodes, cool. We might be able to push top 4, push maybe a top 3 race. I guess, right? Right now, currently, please, brother.
Please,
We're trying to
brother.
film a podcast here.
Yeah.
Right now, currently, when I'm looking at things, I don't see us making it into the top 4 unless we scrape 4th
Ooh,
place.
from title challenge now.
Yeah,
to-
because that's how important a defensive midfielder is, and I didn't realise how bad of an issue our centre back issue was. Because Konate is obviously injury prone as well. It could become an issue with just one centre back injury right now, and I know we've been linked to them, but I'm talking about the now.
Question: Is this the same guy so he can go down as the greatest defender of Premier League history?
Yeah, but I'm saying he's injury prone. His ability, I still think, is extremely high.
I think he's aging horribly.
You reckon?
I think
you
you're
mean
like you,
aging?
Tunde, bro. You like the oldest out of the man, but you're really the youngest.
Nah, he's aging horribly.
But
No, not horribly, but Van Dijk, best centre back in the Prem ever. Nah,
We don't talk about
we were talking about Konate.
still him.
Yeah, I think Van Dijk's been good in pre-season though. I think because he's got the captain role as well. Obviously Henderson's gone. Van Dijk is now the new captain. We got Trent as a vice captain. I think he quite literally has to step it up now. He has to show at least
Van
a
Dijk,
level,
yeah.
a level of consistency and show some leadership role. And the only way to show that you're a leader is by showing quality on the pitch. Because Henderson did that in his early times in Liverpool. Well, early times is in like when we were doing well.
Mm.
Most of the time we were doing well, Henderson was also doing well.
Mm.
When he started to tail off, it's when I lost respect for him, and it's when the club started doing worse too.
I think Van Dijk will be found out this season.
Yeah, but I have faith in Van Dijk. If our defenders somehow stay fit the entire season, then sure, we can push for a title race. But I just don't believe it will happen. Title race.
Oh.
But I just don't believe they'll stay fit.
It's not happening.
But yeah, I reckon.
Okay, so let's go. Like, what's your top 4 prediction?
My top 4 prediction.
Every episode.
Yeah, I've got.
This is your final top 4 prediction then now, because it's the last episode before the season starts.
Final, yeah.
Yeah, and we'll do top scorer as well.
Yeah.
Top scorer, top assister.
That's
And then player of the season.
That's a waste of time. The top scorer one.
Yeah, I don't think.
Unless you
it is.
got an outside shot.
I don't think it's an outside shot.
You think so?
Nah,
Who?
we'll get to it, bro.
Okay, well, my top 4 prediction is City,
Yeah.
Arsenal, Liverpool, United.
Okay. Tunde?
You don't need to look at the table, bro. Big man thing. There's like 6 teams.
There's not that many teams that will make it into the top 4.
City.
Yeah. Bro,
What are you doing, bro?
what are you doing? What are you actually doing?
We're on the podcast.
Yeah, pattern up, bro. Okay, calm, whatever.
City, Arsenal, Chelsea.
So wait.
City, Arsenal,
You
Chelsea.
think
So you
Chelsea coming
so you
third?
think Arsenal will come second?
Yeah.
Fairs.
I'm looking at.
But you think Chelsea coming third?
No, City, Arsenal, Liverpool, Chelsea.
Okay.
It's City.
Oh, you're not really optimistic for Liverpool, man.
City, Arsenal, Liverpool, Chelsea.
Wait. Okay, go on.
Alright, I've got.
No, say it.
No, I thought you thought Arsenal were going to fall off.
I do, but
No, he said they will stay the same. He
yeah,
said
I think it'll stay the same. But
Yeah.
I'm comparing. I'm looking at Manchester, like literally.
Other
what we
teams
just
aren't
talked
really
about.
exciting you, innit?
Manchester United. Yeah.
They're not really excited.
Newcastle.
Yeah, I get you.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
similar thing to Arsenal. It's a similar point.
I've got Arsenal Football Club winning the league.
Fair.
Yeah.
Nah,
I'm
I
impressed.
could never see that in my
I'm
life.
impressed.
Please,
I think
nah.
this is the season now, man.
Nah,
I think we're gonna show.
Gosh.
We're gonna see Arsenal like fully develop into one of the best teams in Europe for next
active.
This
few years.
guy's
to come.
gonna be running around Holloway Road with his shirt off, going crazy, man.
Yeah, I genuinely believe what will happen, man. I believe in the fairy tale. I believe in the project, and I think we're gonna see the peak of it now. We're gonna see the peak of the powers of Mikel Arteta
I think it's just
and the Arsenal squad.
nah.
They're not missing anything anymore.
They are.
They're not.
They're missing a striker.
A striker, but they don't really need a striker for their system.
They do.
They don't.
They do.
But
Do you think you need a
You're
striker?
going to make me cry tears.
So
Listen.
do you think you need a striker?
We do.
Yeah, you do.
We need
Not-
a clinical 9.
That's the
not that
last.
badly.
They do.
Okay, well, I think they've got at least most of the pieces there. I think the way it's going, I see City on a steady, obviously not decline forever, but a steady decline for next season.
The only thing is that I don't know. The only thing I don't know if City can do it four times in a row.
Listen, yeah,
That's it.
Also
That's my only thing against
yeah,
City.
4 times in a row is crazy, right?
That's
We're
fucking
gonna-
disgusting.
we're gonna
Everything else. City are
We're
winning
gonna
the league.
see Saka and Martinelli hit the primes of their powers. Obviously not their actual primes, but like we're gonna see them like hit different heights. next season.
Odegaard as well.
Oh yeah, Odegaard.
Yeah, such
We're
a
gonna see
baller.
Declan Rice come into an Arsenal team. We're gonna see Thomas Partey still play a pivotal part. Timber, who's just come in.
But then you're gonna see Havertz up front.
Yeah, no. We're gonna see Jesus after 2 weeks, bro. And then also we're gonna see what Mikel Arteta can do after brainstorming for 4 seasons now.
Right.
That is the major thing for me.
Third.
I think Arsenal will win the league.
Third.
Obviously, City are coming second.
Mm.
Yes.
That's why I said
The
third.
drop
Do you
off.
think we're close or not?
Yeah,
It will be.
I don't think so.
There will
I
be.
don't actually think so. I think there'll be a 6-point gap. Around a 6-point gap.
So that's close.
You count it as close these
That's
days.
close.
I think it's because the last few title races we've seen
Yeah.
as a Liverpool fan, they've all been 1-point gaps.
It's close.
Or, like, it's been mad.
Even Arsenal's and Man City's, even last season.
It was only 4 points.
I'll
That
call that close. Yeah.
Oh yeah, true actually, yeah. Okay, cool. Well, I mean, if you're counting that as close, then yeah, I guess it will be close. But like, there won't really be a doubt about you winning it this season, is what I'm saying. Third place, I got Newcastle. I still believe in the
That is a
Newcastle
disrespect.
transfer window.
That is a disrespect.
To who? Who am I disrespecting with
Every
that?
team in the Premier.
Newcastle have literally been better than you for the whole of last season, and they've improved on their squad. And you say you didn't put them in the top 4, and you put Chelsea above them.
Yes.
Is that not disrespectful to Newcastle?
Yeah, fuck Newcastle. Bro.
You've got agenda against the weirdest of clubs. You hate Leeds and Newcastle.
No,
What kind of guy
no,
are
the
you?
no, the reason why I hate Leeds, yeah, is because they're just stupid, rubbish, run club.
Yeah.
They got. You know why I actually hate Leeds?
Why?
When they got promoted with Bielsa, yeah, and my man got voted the third best manager in the world in the Ballon d'Or. I said my man just sits on the
But it's not even new manager. Manager can get Ballon d'Ors.
And
No, it's like manager of the
manager of the year or whatever.
yeah.
I said nah.
Not even UEFA because they
I
ain't
said,
got anything to do
I
with
said
it.
nah, my man, he stayed there for a season, played his attacking football. Then they went.
So you've got a whole agenda against an entire city because of one guy.
Yeah, and
Fair,
then they got Jesse March, and then they got Sam Allardyce. It's for another day, man. It's for another
Alright,
day.
cool.
I just
You're-
don't like the
yeah.
team, man.
No, it's not for another day. It's for your brain, and that's
Yeah.
it.
And then fourth place, I'm stuck. Fourth place, I'm stuck. I don't want to say Liverpool, but I don't see.
You have to back your boys.
Yeah, I guess I have to back my boys. I'll
Chelsea.
put Liverpool fourth. I'm not putting Chelsea
Chelsea.
above us. I don't think Chelsea's a better team than us.
Chelsea.
We'll score enough goals to get fourth, is what I'll say. But going into the top scorer, have you both got Haaland? Is that what we're hearing here when you guys say this
Yeah,
is
bro.
an obvious shout?
What, why are you asking the
Come on,
question,
Alex.
bro?
Okay, I think it's going to be Harry Kane this season. I think we're going to see Harry Kane do a mad thing this season.
Okay, that is a good shout.
Yeah.
That is a very
Yeah,
good shout.
I wasn't going to
I
say
thought you was
Salah.
gonna say Salah,
No, I think Salah will put
Salah-
on
Salah
numbers.
is
Tomorrow
stupid.
you're going to say that he signed for Bayern Munich, and you're going to say that.
yeah, possibly actually. But no, I think Harry Kane, he's got a strengthened Tottenham squad around him, apparently. But he still has to do his job. He scores a lot of goals. My main thing is I think Haaland won't score as many as he scored last season. Especially, it depends on the condition of Kevin De Bruyne. And like I said before, I think De Bruyne will slow down a lot
And
this
then
season.
obviously you got James Maddison now that's feeding Harry
Yeah.
Kane.
And so I just think Harry Kane will score a lot of goals. Haaland will slow down.
Mm.
That's my idea behind it.
I don't think he will slow down. I think at that level scoring 30 goals compared
but
to,
you
compared
need-
to 36.
You need to remember, Haaland last season quite literally probably performed exactly to what his expected goals were.
Yeah.
He must have scored pretty much every single chance he had.
Yeah.
That's not sustainable.
I
You don't do that
I-
every season.
No, I feel for
season in,
him.
season out.
No, and I'm saying even if he does drop,
Yeah.
you'll still. The only way I could see it happen is if Harden scores 29, Kane scores like 31 or something.
Yeah,
something
when
like, something
I
like
say
that.
drop off, I mean the guy scored 36 goals last season.
Yeah, I know the drop off won't be mad. He's not going to be scoring 20 goals.
He won't score above 30
He'll
goals.
score.
this
He'll
season- this
score.
season.
I think he still could.
He could, but I don't think he will.
He'll score like 28 plus, easily.
Maybe.
Easily.
But playmaker of the season. Who are we saying?
Odegaard.
Odegaard's not a bad shout, you know. I think Odegaard kind of got forgotten about because
Outside
Arsenal
shout.
didn't win the league
Outside shot. Or least safe for Chelsea.
for Chelsea.
Yeah.
So
but-
you're talking about
The
him.
guy that's injured, that hasn't even signed for your club, that's not going to pass the medicals.
mark my words.
Okay.
Fair, let me mark that.
I'm going with Trent, obviously.
Of course you would.
Yeah, but I've said it before. Best pass in the league besides De Bruyne, and when De Bruyne's not playing, or if De Bruyne's slowing down, Trent will take that.
And clean sheets.
And then what? So Golden Glove.
Yeah.
Ain't Allison, I'll tell you that much for free. Ooh.
I think it'll be Nick Pope.
Yeah, honestly, it's either Nick Pope or it's Edison for me.
Not Edison.
Nah, bro, we're talking about Man City and they've got the best defence in the world. Have you seen the defensive depth? It's messed up,
I
you
don't think
know.
it will.
Do you know how messed up the defence is?
No.
They've got depth for depth.
It's good. No,
Yeah.
but I'm saying.
Like, you know when you get smash burgers,
Yeah.
they've got 3 patties. They ain't got one.
No, but Pope is like he's just. That's his thing, isn't it?
That's his thing.
That's his thing, but he's never done it
Yeah,
for him.
he hasn't done it before, but that's his thing.
No, I can see him. I can see him.
Even though Edison's probably won like
Pope definitely
4 or 3.
has. I'm pretty sure Pope has.
Not the Prem.
Pope hasn't won the Golden Glove. Who would he have won a Golden Glove with?
Burnley.
No.
I'll find it.
He won a Golden Glove with Burnley that got relegated.
When
Fuck
have you
me.
ever heard of a Burnley
Watch.
goalkeeper getting a Golden Glove?
Watch, if I'm doing a bet.
Okay, I'm confused because you lot bet, but there was nothing on the line. So what did you bet on?
Life.
Yeah, like.
Okay, cool. One of you has to kill themselves now.
Oh,
Oh, wait, can we put that on YouTube? Oh, I was joking.
That's an allegations.
Allegation league.
Allegations.
Oh, he was one off.
Yeah, he was one off, meaning he didn't win it. So he's not good at it. He hasn't done it before. It's not his thing. So, Golden Glove, I'm giving it to Edison because now that I think about it, the defense is messed up. It is too OP. So yeah, I'd go with Edison unless he, for some reason, start Ortega now because I know they started him in the community show.
Yeah, but he always does that.
Does he?
Yeah, Pep always does it.
Okay. Well, yeah, and then who else? Oh, player of the season. And then manager of the season.
I think Salah will get player of the season.
You think Salah will get player of the season? From just a massive carry job in Liverpool?
I think Saka will get it.
That's my bar star boy.
Yeah,
I
I'm
think
going to back you on that. I think
I think
because
Saka
Saka will
will
get it.
First,
Just
if
if
I back
I'm-
myself as well.
If I've got Arsenal winning the league, I've got Saka winning
Yeah, I
the
think
player of
it'll
the
be
season.
Saka.
Let's face it, if you win the league, he's going to be the guy
Oh,
on
100%.
the front of the cover.
Absolutely.
Nah, him and Odegaard.
Yeah.
Him and Odegaard.
And then manager of the season, I'm going with Mikel Arteta. I've got them to win the league.
Pochettino.
I've got outside shout for Pochettino.
Pochettino.
And also for Unai Emery. Because I think Aston Villa is on the low cooking next season as well.
Outside child. I would give it to. Who am I thinking of?
I don't know, you tell me, bro.
Like, who am I? Vincent Company.
Okay. Actually, yeah. A decent shot, actually. Decent shot. I don't mind that.
think he could. I don't think it's possible for him to get manager of the season.
No, you can. If you bring Burnley into like top 8 somehow.
No, I
Yeah.
say no. It's not happening.
But, so then why would you say him?
It's like outside shout, the same way how Eddie Howe was an outside shout.
Eddie Howe's no longer an outside shot.
No,
Eddie Howe is
no,
a
for the
contender.
season that just got passed.
Oh,
that just
yeah,
got
yeah,
passed.
yeah. Okay.
Eddie Howe's the outside shout.
And then-
for it.
That brings me to my last one. One club that will surprise you for next season.
Chelsea. For you,
Okay.
for you two,
Okay, so-
especially you. I think Chelsea will surprise you.
I think Tottenham will surprise me for how
What, for
fucking
being-
shit they are.
Yeah, for being even worse.
They're gonna end up getting relegated. Cool.
No, in all seriousness, I think Man United will actually surprise me.
Okay.
For being
In a good way
worse.
or a bad way?
I
Bad
think
way.
bad way for me, but good way for them.
But did you have them in your top 4?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, okay, cool.
I think Luton, man.
Hopefully. Hopefully.
Luton.
Yeah, I got Aston Villa surprising me next season. I think maybe like top
They signed
6,
Diaby as
top
well.
5. Yeah, Diaby's serious.
Oh, Bruce Diaby.
Yeah. But that's where we're going to wrap off the video. We pretty much covered a lot of things to do with
We actually finished that
season preview.
1 hour and 9 minutes.
Oh, wait. Fair enough. I didn't even see that. But what's called? Yeah, nah, listen, the guys are finished, man. It's been a long day for everyone, especially Sundeep. And yeah, we've been off the back of a busy weekend, to say the least.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's where we're going to wrap
Messy
things off. Obviously, guys, comment down below what you think going into next season, who you got winning the league.
And you guys make
All of
it.
that.
If you guys get it right, we will give you an award.
Yeah, some sort of order. We're just giving away everything nowadays, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Tilly's funding it.
Yeah. Like the video if you like the video. Subscribe as well. Hit the post notifications. Comment down below what you want to see next. Who you want us to bring on. Check the links down below for everything that will be there. Follow everything that is associated with us. Thank you very much.